Welcome back. In this session, we will see how to create a custom instance in IQBot. So I'm going to open the IQBot instance. As you can see, this is my IQBot instance. And currently nothing there. So I'm going to create a new instance. First, I'll show you. These are the IQBot files, or invoices. If I open it so you can see, this is some sample data. The first few have the same format, you can see. And this is a different format. And this is another format. So we will extract the data from these PDFs. So for that, I can create the instance. So here we'll click on the new instance. And here I can give the name. So I'm going to create a new custom instance. So I can put like custom instance. Here you can see the document type. I can select a few different templates like invoices, purchase orders. So these will be auto-populated based on the selected type. I want to show you the things from scratch. So I can go for other. So basically you have to write everything from scratch. And I can give the custom document type as custom instance type. And here, to train a bot, you have to get the files. So I can get all the files here. I can select all the files. So it's around 30 files. And you can see the maximum limit to upload the files are 150. So I just uploaded 30 files. And here you have to write the fields. And here you can see there are two sections. One is a form fields, and the other is a table repeated section fields. So what are these two different sections? So I open the invoice, and this is my invoice. And you can see here, as we'll just maximize. And if you see here, this is one part, and this is the tabular part, where the records are. And otherwise it's repeated. And it could be more or less, it could be one or it could be more. And you can see this is the tabular part or tabular section, while the remaining part, you can call it other form section. So I go back here. What are the fields I have to fetch? You can see, so here I have to fetch the invoice number, invoice date, invoice total, billing address. So as you can see my screen, I just highlighted it. So you can see the section highlighted in red since it's a tabular format. And we have to fetch the invoice numbers. So I can just highlight the things in different color here. And I'll take the green color. And invoice numbers. So this is my invoice number, and this is my invoice date, and this is invoice total, and there is the total. And the last one is the billing address. So this will be my billing address. So in tabular fields, I have to capture the item description. So this is my item description, quantity, and unit price. And after that, item total. So these fields we want to extract with the IQBot. So let's go back to the IQBot. So I can get the form fields. I have the raw data here. So I can just copy and paste it. So it will be much faster. I can just put this at forms field, invoice date, invoice total, and billing address. And in the table repeated section, I need the item description, and quantity, unit price, and after that, item total. So after that, the advanced settings, I don't want to touch at this moment. So just click on the Create Instance and Analyze. So it will create an instance. So you can see it's done. And now we have to do the mapping. So there you can see it's created the multiple groups. So we can go back and see. Here you can see there are multiple groups. First we have to train the bot. And then we can go. So just click on the edit. And I can go back, so I just click on the cancel. And here you can see, once you refresh, you can see the multiple groups. So groups will identify the templates or identify the different structures across the different invoices. So currently it's identified around 2 groups. You can see this item, its classification is in progress. And as you can see, it will be done. And after that, we can train the bot. So now you can see it's now 57%. So now you can see it's disappeared. So I'll click on refresh. So there are 2 groups you can see. And first I'll go to the first one and click on Edit Bot. And you can see here that few of the fields are missing. So I'll go to the invoice number. And this is my invoice number. And the field value is automatically picked up, you can see. We'll go to invoice date, and the invoice date is picked up correctly. Invoice total. So I can go to the invoice amount, and this is the field value. It's automatically picked up. So it's kind of auto intelligence by the IQ bot. In case it's not picked up, you can actually go and select it. So you can just go and select it. And you can see here's the billing address. So the label is something different here, so it's not automatically picked up. So you have to enter it manually. So for the field label, you can click on the sold to. So for field value, you can see it's picked up the ship to. But this is wrong, so you can click up here so it does click the right value. Come to the repeated section, and here we have to define the table properties. So we'll start with the quantity. So you can see here's the quantity. End of table, we can tell the bot that it's the end of table. So here's the subtotal. And in item description, it's not captured. So in the column name, you can put in the description here. And column value is automatically picked up. So you can select the first value if it's not picked up. So you can see, you just maximize it. Sorry, it's long. You can just maximize so it's captured the full value. Okay, perfect. And after that, we'll go to the quantity. Quantity is perfect. The value is not picked up, so I'll click on the value. This is 15, it picked it up. And after that, I'll go to the unit price, go to unit price. Name is correct, but the value is not. And so I can select the values. And after that, the item total. The column name is the amount. And column value will be the first group. So you can see the green color icons are checkboxes. So we have extracted all the data from the image. Let's see the result. Click here. And so here you can validate it. So the invoice number, invoice date, invoice total. This is the billing address, which we captured here. And this is the repeated section. So you can see the value is captured perfectly. First one, second one. And if you highlight it, you can see the corresponding matching values. So this is also captured perfectly. So we can go back to the training. And we can save and go to the next group because the first group is done. So we'll go to the next group. And we can send it to production also. Save and send to production. So this is our next group, group 3. And you can see this format is completely different. But the data is the same. So again, we have to train the bot here. So this is my invoice number. So you can see this invoice number is the hash. So I'll click here and the field value is automatically picked up. Invoice date, and the invoice date is this one. And the field value has been automatically picked up. Invoice total. So if you can come down, and this is my invoice total. And so you can see it's automatically picked up. Billing address. So billing address is bill 2. So this is my billing address, bill 2. Field value is here. So it's captured perfectly. And so we'll maximize this here. And come to the table section here. Unit price is also okay. And the end of table we can consider here is the subtotal. And click here. And let it be the others as it is here. Column name. Item description is here. And column value is star product. And quantity. This one, column value is just a little bit maximize this here. Capture perfectly. And unit price is this one. So I can select a unit price, column value is this one. And so I'll maximize it to capture the big value also. And this is the item total. So item total is basically this one. Column name is the amount. Column value is this one. And maximize it. So it's captured perfectly. And that's it. So we'll see the results and see if it fetches the correct results. So you can see here it's invoice number, invoice date. Both of them are perfectly captured. And as you scroll down, you can see all the data has been captured perfectly. So we can go back to training and go to the next group. And it's asking to send this group to production. So we click on yes. Yes, we can. So click on save and send. So we have only 2 groups, so you can close it. So you can see here its training is 100%. So group, as I told you, is referencing 2 different templates. Currently, it's in the staging environment, and you can see here it's staging. So the production environment we cannot use. In order to use this instance in production, you have to mark this as set to production. So I will make it set to production. So it will ask if you really want to send it to production. So we'll click yes. So now we have created the custom instance and we have marked it as send to production. In the next video, I will show you how to use the production instance. Thank you.